please.
Mayor Plummer,
Here.
Commissioner Gray,
Here.
Commissioner Withrow.
Here.
We do have a quorum and ready for the transaction of business.
Okay, thank you. Kevin, you want to lead us in the meeting?
Yes, so have one action item today. It's action item A, which is award of bid for tree removal for 7002 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for the transfer station relocation project.
I didn't know it was on Martin Luther King Boulevard was the address. It's on the county.
I think that was probably the easiest thing, that land fronts there on the bypass. Now, there is a 40 or 50-foot cliff.
Right, yeah.
But I think when it was addressed, they addressed it years
There's a
ago.
street name back there towards Stormbridge.
That's,
Just a
right
driveway.
now it's a private road, but I think the plan is to maybe make that a city street sometime, so there's something to think about. Street name.
So I'd like to thank everybody for coming on such short notice. This project, of course, everybody knows is very important to our community, and we're on a very narrow time frame. Our project engineer, Mr. Vaughn Williams, is here, and I'd like to ask him to come up and present his recommendation, please.
How you doing today?
Where do I need to be at? Just anywhere?
That's microphone problem.
Oh, use the microphone? I speak very loud, but I have to use the microphone.
It'll pick you up.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we took bids yesterday and we received 8 bids, I believe. The low bidder was Innovative Demolition Service out of Lexington. Their bid was $25,016. The original estimate, we had asked to have a line item in there for clearing and grubbing of the site of $15,000. That estimate was based upon a clearing area of 2.5 acres. We're actually clearing out 5.4 acres, so the unit price was really close to the estimate. But technically, we went over the budget item by about $10,000. So don't see it really being an issue at this point. I mean, there's plenty of contingency in the project. This is a very small portion of the project. We kind of reached out to the low bidder last night and asked them to submit references. They submitted the references. They submitted a list to us of similar projects, along with a list of their equipment, just to be sure that they have enough equipment to handle the project. And to be honest with you, when we checked the references, everybody we talked to just had nothing but good things to say about them. Apparently they're a very professional outfit. They do the primary thing is, of course, demolition. And one of the comments that came back was that if they find asbestos, they always do the right thing and stop the project and correct the asbestos, and very professional.
How many references, how many folks we talked to?
Checked 3 different references.
3? Okay.
Anybody local bid?
I don't think we had anybody local. I was expecting Ankle, but actually I think this demolition company may have actually worked for Ankle in the past.
They subbed it out.
Yeah.
I'm just curious that, we usually contract each year for the electric company to do tree trimming and things like that. There's a lot of that. They did. So your recommendation is to go with the low bid?
Yeah, I thought it was a very competitive bid. I mean, you look at the range that we had. I think the average bid was around $89,000. We had 2 bids, one at $25,616, the next closest bid was $27,000. And then from there, it kind of escalated pretty quick, 50, 80, 87, 77. 110, I think the high guy was $240,000, so.
Wow.
Well, with our time constraints, are they good with being able to
Yeah.
get going?
Yeah, when I talked it over with them, they were like, yeah, they have every intention of getting the trees down before March 31st.
Okay.
I'd move we accept the low bid from Bond, his recommendation. As presented, the name is
Innovation.
Innovation.
Innovation Demolition Service.
I'll second it.
So we have a motion, we have a second. So, Stephanie, would you like to call roll?
Mayor Plummer,
Yes.
Commissioner Gray,
Yes.
Commissioner Withrow.
Yes.
Motion carries.
So I guess, next thing we need to do is make a motion to adjourn.
Yes, sir.
So I brought actually brought copies of the agreement. I sent that Bob an email just to be sure that the funding agency is ready for this, and we're ready to actually start pulling down funds. I would like, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and sign the agreement so that we can go ahead and forward that over to the contractor. He won't start construction, because I mean, he's still gotta get the paint bond, performance bond, and once we have those documents, we'll issue the notice to proceed.
We'll just include that in the motion if everybody's okay with it, to award it and allow the mayor to sign any documents related to it.
With a review of the city attorney.
Yes. You good with that, Tim?
Yes.
After the.
We'll just make that as a motion, yeah. So we want to go back and do any other changes to it.
So now I guess we need maybe a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Good business. Oh.